Early morning, got myself in the kitchen and stirring the pot. Literally. There she is. Bon appetit. Look at that. Steam. This baby wants to be held more and more as he gets older. Seriously. Okay, honey. Let's chill out for a moment. I got him some shoes because this place is really dirty and I don't want him to walk around here. We are in a construction site, so we gotta make sure he's protected. No. Okay, let's read a book. Okay, we're reading Animals and Bright Baby. Okay. The penguin, dog, rabbit, fish, goat, butterfly. Yeah, we haven't been reading books to him, so this is kind of nice to just sit down for a moment. Zebra, lion, yeah, macaw, and horse. Looks like a parrot, but okay. Frog, tiger. Okay, share with me, okay? Goose, kitten. Okay. My little piglet. That's you, honey. There's a hen. Look at piglet. Piglet. Then we have sheep, chimp, guinea pigs, and cow. Elephant, chicks, fox, and owl. Why are you growling? Bear and bee. Bright baby. Animal. So definitely I am getting more attached to him every single day, and it's just been really difficult for me as a mother to let go of the breastfeeding. I know yesterday was the last day and today kind of gave in. Like, I keep saying that, but I just keep breastfeeding him. He keeps bringing my boobs back to life, and my body is just reacting so weird because it's like a long period, okay? Mother Nature is here to stay. Like, it just goes on and off, and it's so hard. He's so cute. Like, when he was younger, I was more like, oh, hi. You know, I guess we'll keep you for a good, what, 18 years? You can stay with us, you know what I mean? But as he gets older, Mama is just like, I think it works both ways, and Brian's just like, man, you're just making it worse because he's just so attached. He's just, I know, I complain about this all the time, but this is how I'm feeling. Like, I feel like he's gonna grow so fast, and if he wants me to hold him, okay, we'll hold ya, yeah, we'll hold ya. Big boy, big boy. So it's time to get our flu shots to protect baby and you know, ourselves as well. I have not gotten a flu shot ever until I got pregnant with this guy, and they were like saying it's best to do it because, you know, you want to protect your baby. So we're getting our flu shots every year now. Okay, and yeah, if you guys are comfortable, then you guys should get it too. So we work together as a team in this world to protect each other. But if you don't want flu shots or you're anti-vaccines, then that's just your thing, okay? No problem. Oh, I know. So you can see these shoes are very light, and he doesn't really fit them, but because they're so light, he can walk in them. Look at big boy with big belly. Yeah, okay. Turn this off. Let's turn this off. Every single night, Mama takes a shower for Scooper. Hubby's supposed to do it, but every single time I tell Brian to do it, he always does it like the last minute, and it just drives me nuts. So I just do it anyway, and I know that maybe if I just let him do it, then he'll do it. Like my sister always says, you know, Brian, he won't do it because he knows you're gonna do it. So for me, it's like he needs to be on schedule. Sometimes I bite my tongue and I'll be like, okay, fine, I'll do it, because I want him in bed, you know, have a good, healthy sleeping schedule. I know, look at that, he's already tired. All right, it's almost time to go to sleep. Actually, it is time. It's 9 p.m. Let's put him down, okay? Say good night to everybody. I know, honey. Okay, let's go. Okay, guys, it's about 9:49 p.m. and I'm catching up on my vlogs. I know I'm super late every day. I try to, you know, post as much as I can, but it's just been really crazy here. Anyways, baby is down. I'm super happy. His schedule is on point, and you know, it makes me feel good that I'm doing my part for him so that he could grow and develop properly. Right now, hubby is downstairs doing the housework. Yesterday he had food poisoning from the Monster drink, and he was suffering a lot, so we didn't do much, and you know, call the doctors to make sure that he is okay. I mean, they just told him to just wait it out. So sometimes I feel like calling the doctors is like, what advice do you have for me? And it's like, oh, nothing. Great. Anyways, I have some time right now. I just, you know, wrapped up my vlogs from 2 or 3 days ago, so I just want to sit down and, you know, catch up with you guys. I know it's been a moment and I haven't been responding on my YouTube channel, so I want to do that real quick here. I don't think I can get to everyone, but I'll just read here and there and respond as much as I can. I'm opening the comments section right now, and first thing from Sweet Lovely 32, happy birthday, Brian. Thank you so much. Kimberly Nguyen says dirty chai ice with pumpkin cold foam is the bomb. Give it a try. I think you'll like it. Okay, we'll try it out tomorrow. I just love the pumpkins cold brew extra foam light ice. I think it's just so like festive. It makes me feel a certain way about fall, and you know, it just brings in that happy feeling. But I'll try the dirty chai. So the difference between a dirty chai and a chai is that they use coffee for dirty chai, and a chai they use tea. So I just learned that. Okay, so I am seeing a lot of comments about my filing my teeth with a nail filer. Okay, I'm just gonna skip those because a lot of people have been really mean about it, and you know, I really don't know what to say. Yeah, just ignore it. Holly B says, yay, a sibling for Scooper. I'm trying to convince hubby for a second too, and my baby is only 5 months. Oh my god. Okay, so lately I've been feeling a little bit, you know, wanting to have another one for Scooper, and I see that Scooper can get a little lonely, and right now, as you can see, my family is kind of dismantled, and you know, we have our own issues and stuff, so I kind of feel sad, and he's not going to be able to see his grandparents unless they change their ways. And if you guys watch me, then you guys know why I did the things that I did. I won't tolerate it around this, you know, environment. So he won't have that. My parents are stubborn. They'll do what they want to do. They're old school, and you know, it's just really difficult. Hard-headed people. And my sisters, everyone's just being so distant lately, and I haven't talked to my oldest for, I don't know, a good 2 or 3 years, and it has to do with her husband. He's just alpha kind of, you know, personality, and I just don't really think that I can flow that way. I did flow and like cater to them for the longest time as much as I could, but it gets to a point where I'm like, dude, you guys don't really ever learn or like contribute or just, you know, be nice. I don't know. It's deeper than that, and I don't want to get into it, but I feel like for sure Scooper is not gonna have his aunt and uncle, and you know, with Lynn and Tim and all the way in Georgia, and the family kind of like not together anymore. It's just very difficult, and I feel like every single time this happens, I have to make an effort to bring everyone together. And to me, it's like, if you cared enough, then you would make an effort. I feel like my whole entire life has been trying to get the family together, and I try my best, but it gets to a point where I don't want to cater to their faults and make it seem like it's okay, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So right now, as of now, I only talk to AT, Vin, and my youngest, Hong. So, and Vin, you know, you guys know my troubles with Vin here and there. It's just like we have a love-hate relationship, and right now he's taking care of my parents, but he is a little bit under stress. So he's kind of feeling like how I was feeling for the past 10 years. Like, he would come to me and tell me, hey man, it's just, I don't know, mom and dad is like this, like that. I feel like you know, they always want more. I just, you know, like, they're kind of ungrateful in a way. So he'll talk to me about it. I was like, well, you know, welcome to my world, you know. That's why sometimes when people ask me, why are you still talking to Ben? He's just not any, you know, they have their opinions about him, and I feel like sometimes Vin is not the greatest, but I want to be able to try my best to help him, you know, grow and thrive in whatever he's doing, whether it's helping my parents or bettering his life, you know what I mean? I know he has a lot of faults, and as you guys know, you guys follow me, I would get mad sometimes here and there, but I feel like he's trying his best. And you know, I have a 30-year-old son, basically. My sister AT would say, you know, cut that cord quick. But you know, everyone has their relationships with me, AT, Hamang, Vin, and I feel like in some ways I can tolerate certain things, and other things I can't, like with my parents and my oldest sister. But for Lynn, she's okay, and you know, we're working things out, and I'm just trying my best to keep it. Anyways, I'm rambling on. Point is, I want to be able to bring that joy to Scooper, and I know pregnancy is going to be like a really hard thing, but I think maybe because I want Scooper to have that relationship, that I'm willing to make that, you know, opportunity for him to have somebody. You know, me and Brian we're great as someone who could care for him, or at least I think we are. But no, we're trying our best, and I think we can't always be there for him because we're kind of tired here and there, and I feel so bad sometimes. Like right now I should be sleeping. Why am I not sleeping to get my energy to wake up to be there for him? And it's just hard for me because I have insomnia. I can't sleep, nocturnal issues, and maybe we need to have somebody to kind of just be on the same level as him. Like, kids will get kids and adults will get adults, you know? That's how I see it. I'll be there for him as much as I can, but you know, who knows? And I kind of want to have a wholesome family in a sense, because I feel like I'm missing something with my family, which is sad to say, and I try my best, and sometimes I think maybe I should just give in, but I just can't right now, for sure. I just feel like I always give in, and for this time, I'm just kind of like, be strong men, you know? You can't let them get away with what they do, because they're just gonna continue to do what they do. And so yeah, moving on. Daisy Toe says, I think another baby is great. My son and daughter are 2 years apart, and they're very close, even though they're in their teenage years right now. Do it before you change your mind. Yeah, I don't know how Brian can sit there when you just gave him the green light for a second baby. He just sat right there because I kind of gave it to him earlier, so it was more like not really a surprise caught on camera. I think he was just kind of like, okay, you know, green light. He's happy, and he's more concerned about getting the jobs, the contracts, whatever, for our family to, you know, stabilize and everything like that. Elizabeth Young said, my God, I thought everyone knew not to file your teeth. Just shows how many idiots live on this. Okay, so another comment about my filing with my teeth with a nail filer. Honestly, I never had a problem. Like, I filed my teeth, and basically for 2 years, no problem. I went to the dentist. He did the same thing. He drilled my teeth. He didn't even polish or anything. And 2 years later, I'm doing it myself. No problem. No problem. Troubles and problem. So I guess it really depends on who you are. If you're comfortable doing it, then do it. Just don't do it too much, because I know you can get into the enamels and they'll be sensitive, but my teeth is not sensitive right now. It's just okay. I mean, I wouldn't do it if I didn't have someone chip my teeth at the show, but I don't regret it because it was just something that had to be done. And if it went to the dentist, it would have been the same thing. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, Tran says, we're on the same page. Our baby is 2 weeks apart, and if I was to have a second, it will probably just give my daughter, or I'll probably give my daughter a sibling. Yeah, so yeah, just something to keep them company and, you know, grow together and explore together. Serena Vu says, happy birthday, Brian. Yay, Scooper. We'll have a sibling. I don't know if he'll have one. It's not that easy. Surprisingly, the first time it was, but you know, this whole time, no problem. I think breastfeeding was a definite birth control for me, at least. Brian, every single mother's like, oh, you get off that breastfeeding now because you're just blocking. You're just blocking. I'm like, well, you know, your little C people are not strong enough. Okay, we want the strongest. Yeah, so we'll go back and forth. Anyways, yeah, it's been working for me. Let's see. Lindy Levo says, happy birthday to you and me. Happy birthday. Let's move on to Daisy Toe says, I think pellet-sized poop means baby is constipated. Hopefully he's okay. I mean, he has it once in a while, but most of the time he has like a big hunk one and just slides right on out. Nothing sticking to the diaper. I'm just amazed. Like, it's like Play-Doh. Weird. I do know that he doesn't digest nuts, because I'll give him nuts, like what is it called? Sunflower seeds, and it just goes right through. Like, you'll see it in his poop. I'm like, oh, interesting. All right, so let's move on to what is his stats. Scooper, he is doing fine for the wellness checkup. His results came back normal, so I'm happy about that. He's a little bit short. They say that you would have to get the average weight and height through the parents. So if I'm 5 feet and Brian's like 5'7" or 5'8". Brian, what are you, 5'8"? He doesn't, yeah, he's working. He probably has his earphones on. But if that's the case, then they said that baby would be 5'6". But that's not true, because I feel like people always say, yes, it should be this way, that way. You know, the average of a person's height should be measured by parents. But, you know, my parents are both short little people. Then you have me short, and then you have AT who's tall, and then you have Vin who's like massive, and you have my older sisters who are taller than me. So you can't really say, you know, the average is maybe just an estimate. But yeah, don't believe in that. I've seen people who are like gigantic and their parents are like super little. It depends, you know, what you eat and who you are, I guess. Genes are different everywhere. Okay, so Foom Tran says Ryan, super cute. Thank you so much. What else? Remy LV says, haha, your 30-year-old son. That's cute, brother and sister. Yeah, you know, sometimes he just pisses me off, and sometimes he's okay. And, you know, it's a learning curve with Vin, so I just gotta really bite my tongue a lot of times, because I do want the best for him, and sometimes he's just not doing it. But we're trying. We're trying. Tweet XO says, oh my god, and Min, you're on Inside Edition. It was a teeth filing video. Okay, so I read this a few days ago. Somebody emailed me and told me that, and I mean, who let them use my footage? But they didn't ask me for anything, and if they asked me, I would have said that, you know, I have no problem. Maybe that's why they didn't ask me, because they didn't want to promote that it's okay. To me, it was fine. I don't have any problems. Everyone that was on that video said they had a problem, they regretted it, but honestly for me, I don't regret it. No problems for me, no issues, no sensitivity, no cavities. I'm okay, you know. It was a very minor file, so yeah. People are just being mean, like, oh, how dumb can she be, how blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, I would be dumb to go to the doctor's office and get it done and pay when they're gonna do the same thing. So yeah. Chelly Ha says, and Brian didn't hear the voices from the other room. Yeah, so my sister came the other day, surprised us, and called Brian, and he just was not, like, he didn't notice. And it's always that way with Brian. He's so focused into his work and his job that he just doesn't realize what's his surrounding, what I say. And sometimes I'll be like, bloop, 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 bloop. And then he'll take a moment, like, okay. He'll understand that more than me talking. Anyways, Faith Lynn says, hi, and Min, sorry this is not related to your vlog. I just wanted to share this with you. Earlier today, there was an incident on Paris by Night music video. There were two singers, New E and Mr. Don Ho. So I listened to the entire show, provide feedback on those two singers. Honestly, I don't like New E's voice. To me, she's just another typical Vietnamese singer from Vietnam. Nothing about her stands out as impressive or memorable. Well, what caught me was that I didn't like the way she treated or talked to Mr. Don Ho during the show. She's way too stuck up, disrespectful. She kept cutting him off and seems very fob. If you get a chance to watch that vlog, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Long story short, after I provided feedback about her, a few people attacked me, and one of those Vietnamese people argued and trying to say bad things about you, your voice, and how bad your pop music techno compared to New E. He said that you're not fluent in English and singing English as New E. Haha. So I hammered him. I hammered his ass and made him look stupid throughout the entire conversation, but he seems very hard-headed and ignorant of the way he spoke. He called me names and was acting very childish for a 59-year-old man. In my opinion, I wrote my comment. She's stuck up and rude to Mr. Don Ho. She has no respect at all because of her ego, and these shows me that she doesn't have a good character as a Vietnamese singer. Your fans out there watching your back. Hope to hear some new music from you soon. Oh, okay, so thank you so much, Faith, for you know, watching my back. But you know, in this industry of people, singers, everyone has their own like fans and their own ways of handling things. People will, you know, attack other people just so that, you know, their idol will be like up. You know, so if that person's making fun of me, then it's okay. I always get comments about how I'm not a great singer, stuff like that, or I gain weight. A lot of things. Being short is a problem. People think it's just not good, and it's like, okay, I'm born with that. So I get to a point where I just like ignore it and, you know, learn to live with, you know, everyone's opinion. Like, everyone has their own opinion, and I totally get that everyone has their own following and stuff like that. And in this case, you just can't really argue. I mean, people will say what they want to say, and they'll do what they want to do. So if you argue, it's kind of like, you know, talking to a wall. So thanks for looking out for me, though. I tend to not really focus too much. I mean, at first, in the beginning of my career, I used to feel really sad when people say things about me. But now it's kind of like, I just do me, and if they like me, then they like me, and they don't, then they don't. But yeah, thanks for looking out. But a lot of times you just gotta like let it go. People will say what they want to say, and it's really hard to just justify and argue with them, because it's like one of those things, once they got their mindset, then they're set. Okay, so, and yeah, so I've learned to just cope with people making fun of me and stuff. I mean, it was really hard, especially a couple years ago. I was really like trying to like defend myself and say all these things, but I learned that it's not worth your time. So yeah, let's see what else is there. There's a lot of comments about filing my teeth with a nail filer. I'm just gonna scroll down, because that stuff is just, I can't convince people. Ivy Tang says, you were my childhood and now you're a mommy. Wowie. Yes, I know, times have changed, and yeah. Kelly Bisco says, oh, little scooper, I love to see how affectionate you are with him. It brings me back to the video you did when you were coming to terms with having a baby, the one with Mr. Kiwo, when you agreed to have the baby but he would be 100% responsible. I just knew that you love having one. Damn, that video just seems like yesterday. Time flies. Yes, time flies like a lot, and I do get that. I would tell Brian to take care of the baby 100%, and you know, I'll be like, oh, it's time for baby to shower, and Brian's like, it's only 8 o'clock. He goes to sleep at 9, and I'll be like, well, when are you gonna shower for baby? And it's like 9, and like literally 8:55, and I'm like, okay, you need to shower for him at 8:30 so he can take a breather, dry his hair or whatever, and go to sleep, you know? Like, that drives me nuts. So I just go ahead and do it, and you know, I don't mind taking care of my own baby. It's kind of weird. When I can, I'll do as much as I can. I know he's gonna grow so fast, so I'm gonna definitely miss it. He's gonna probably slam the door on me one of these days and be like, Mom, leave me alone. But yeah, I know I said 100%, but lately I have just been doing a lot of the taking care of the baby. So Brian just kind of like, oh, if she's gonna do it, then okay, I'll let her do it. And I'm like, dude, come on. But it's okay. Brian has been working really hard to take care of this family and do his best. Panda 556 says, admin, your house is no longer baby proof. Too many small pieces laid on the floor. Your baby has a tendency to put anything he picks up, in his mouth. Yes, he's been putting a lot of stuff in his mouth. It's becoming quite dangerous. Accidents can happen with blink. So yeah, we have a lot of toys around here, and we just ordered organizer, so we're gonna get that soon, hopefully. Ian Dip says, you guys need emergency help from Vinny's construction expert. Okay, so Vin, I don't know. I just feel like he does work for, like, you know, his jobs and stuff, and he's kind of backed up, and you know, Brian's very picky, so he's more like, let me do it myself. He wants to do it, and I don't want to ask Vin because I feel like I don't want to bother him, and I'd rather him work on other jobs. I feel like he's more happy to work for other people than for his own family. Maybe it's his way of, like, you know, living his life. Like, I feel like he's more out there, feels better going out there and doing things for other people than this house. I mean, some people work that way. It's not a bad thing. Like, he'll be super polite outside, and in this house he's just like everywhere. And I guess maybe because he's comfortable, he knows me. It's kind of like when you go out and you meet people and you want to put on makeup because you want to look good and you don't know these people, but at home you're like, oh, I don't want to put any makeup on because I'm comfortable, you know? It's kind of like that. So I feel like he thrives thrives better that way when he's working for others as opposed to working for us in our own house. So we don't want to put that on him. If he wants to help, then he helps, and if it doesn't, then it's okay, it's fine. So that's just it. Daisy Toast says, remember when you didn't want breastfeeding at all? Actually, when babies reach 1 year old, they need more different nutrients from cow's milk than formula. Yeah, so I know I didn't want to breastfeed and I didn't want to have a baby. There's so many things I didn't want to do, but right now I just can't get off the breastfeeding. I feel some sort of comfort and like love when I breastfeed my baby. I just feel really, really like attached as he grows older and he knows more, and he just gives me so much love from such a little person. It's just, it's unexplainable love. So I kind of yearn for it, and Brian thinks that at this point I'm probably the one that's attached and needs the love, not the baby. But we have been trying to, you know, to transfer into that realm where baby will take cow's milk instead of mom's milk. So hopefully tomorrow I won't breastfeed him, but you know how that goes. I'll just continue to do. Okay, so Kim Sujimoto says, do you happen to know where I can place an order for the mooncake? Their Facebook and Instagram page doesn't have a website link or direction where I can place an order. Okay, so my friend Huenyetun, he does cake, and right now he's so backed up because he has so many people, friends, celebrities ordering from him. So I know that he's not really responsive right now because he's so backed up. But if you want to try a place that's amazing for mooncakes, I'm not sure about mooncakes. Generally, I don't like mooncakes, but they have this small little ball cake, and I think it's pretty badass as a mooncake substitution kind of deal. But I got it from this bakery called Me Hip Bakery, and they are known for these tiny balls that have eggs in them. I usually get their taro, and yeah, if you want to do that, then you can go there instead, because my friend is pretty backed up until the holidays are over. So yeah, that's all I can help you with. You can try to Facebook him and see if he responds, but yeah. Vivian Fan says, why add so much to your plate when you know it's going to be overwhelming with a baby? You should prioritize and start getting help with all the home projects you have so that you can focus on your family. I've said it before, your husband is a terrible father. He's obviously coerced you into starting a family and said he would take care of everything, but he can't even be a proper father. That's shameful. I understand your frustration. I am also first-time mom to a 2-month-old. I know how difficult it is to tackle everything on your own. Your husband is working to provide for the family, but like you said, he'd rather use his precious time. You don't have time to help other people, instead his own son and wife. What the heck? So Brian is definitely like full force working on his business and, you know, trying to train his employees so that they can be able to run the business for him without him there. I understand that sometimes it could be frustrating because we had an agreement that he would take care of a baby 100%, but at times I feel like maybe I need to be part of it as well, because we are a team in a way, and I know that I'm backing out on my words because he should take care of baby 100%, but to me, I feel lately that I want to, it's not forced, but I want to take care of baby. And though I wish Brian would be a little bit more present, but he is thinking of the future. He's always thinking, okay, we have to be able to make sure that 5 years from now we're gonna be okay. Like, he's a planner. He plans 5 years, 10 years. He wants to be able to get that contract, and so all that time that he's putting into the work, he is trying to get that stability for us, even though we're okay. But he likes to he likes to plan 100 or 200%, 110 or 210. Yeah, so he's doing the mostest, and he could use a little bit of help from me here and there. I do complain a lot about him, and he does help me a lot when it comes to baby. In the morning when we wake up, baby wakes up around 6:30 a.m. Brian takes care of baby from 6 to 10 or 11, and then baby goes to sleep from 11 to like 1, and then I'll be there for baby from 1 to like 4. Baby goes to sleep from 4 to 5, sometimes 6, and then together we'll just hang out with baby from 6 to 9. So that's the whole schedule. But I think Brian's doing an okay job. I mean, at first I was kind of mad at him because I feel like he wasn't like present, but in reality, the way that he trains baby, it's kind of like he's letting baby do his own thing and kind of wanting him to be independent. And I'm not gonna lie, baby is actually better with Brian than he is with me. With me, he's just tantrum. He wants to be held. He wants to be hugged. He wants the booby. He's just all over the place. But when mama's out of the picture, he's just chilling with Brian. He's just walking around, playing, doing his own thing. Whenever he's hungry, he goes to Brian, taps him, and Brian feeds him a pouch or some milk. And in a sense, I'm kind of jealous because it's like, man, I should have had that relationship with the baby. Like, I don't know what he's doing. It feels like he's doing nothing, but the baby is doing so well around Brian. And with me, he's just tantrum all day. And I would stress out, and then I would be like, Brian, help me. And he was like, well, get out of the room. He doesn't want to see you. Get out of the room. And I was like, I don't want to get out of the room because I want to be with baby. Why can't I be in the room with baby? He's like, well, you already conditioned him that way, so that's your fault. So his way of teaching baby is to just let baby roam, do his own thing, and chill. To me, sometimes I'll feel like, dude, you need to take care of him. And the end result is that he's more independent with Brian than he is with me. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. And I don't know. We're both trying our best to take care of baby. I do my baby thing my way, and Brian does it his way. He's pretty much hands-on, but hands-off. Does that make sense? It's weird. Anyways, Vin, my brother, thinks that I'm doing a bad job compared to Brian because he thinks that I'm just always having baby on my boob, always feeding baby, always like tending to his needs and making him spoiled. So Vin's like, man, it's all bad. Leave him alone. Don't pick him up. And I just can't. So maybe I'm just expecting more from Brian when he thinks that it's going to be a detriment to him in the future. So I came to a conclusion where I just said, you know what? Let Brian do the way he does his things with baby, and then I'll try. I'm not saying it's 100% I'm okay with it, but I'll try to get on board with the way he's dealing with baby, and I'll deal with baby my own way. So, yeah. I mean, my friends will be like, you know, man, you're always complaining about Brian, but he does a lot more than a lot of husbands will do. Maybe you're over exaggerating, which I tend to do a lot, and I get stressed and I'll say something about it, and yeah. So we're working at it. We're first-time parents, so not everything is going to be perfect, but definitely we have our strengths and weaknesses, and my strength is the nourishment for baby and love, and Brian is the hard love, tough love, and independence, which is a good balance. For me, I'm actually losing in this battle of who's training baby to be more, you know, growth-wise, because I just treat him like a baby, and Brian's treating him like an adult, and maybe it's better that I just back off a little bit because it's not good for me and baby, and I stress out and I get mad at Brian in the end. Anyways, who knows? All right, so I'm just going to leave it as that. I think I rambled for about a good 34 minutes. But thank you all for you know, coming in here, leaving a comment. I know it takes a lot to watch a vlog and to leave a comment. I know that I appreciate it, and I want to be able to respond to each and every one of you. It's just unfortunate that we have been so busy and stressed here and there, and just dealing with, you know, COVID and baby and, you know, house work, 2 houses, and yeah, a lot on our plates. And I want to be able to try my best to check in on you guys as much as possible. So if I don't get to you, I'm sorry, but I'll try my best. Just keep emailing me or like leaving comments, and I will do my best to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Alright guys, so it's getting late, 10:24, and I'm probably going to have to check on my husband, see what he's doing. He's doing the stairs. We're definitely trying to get this house together for the holidays for Scooper, because it's important that he has a good setting for his life. So here we are, Brian doing the stairs and trying to make it cute. Before it was carpet, but now we're doing like this style, because carpet, I don't know, it's just so dirty. Like, I feel like carpet is just gross, and it's like so 2000 and late, and you know, you can clean it and stuff, but eventually it'll start looking really like ugh, you know. So my room is carpet, and you can see like stuff like this, like it's just, you know, dirty, and you gotta really like wash the carpet. And we do it every single other month. We wash the carpet like no other, but it just, you know, it just stays. It stays forever. Like that's just, I don't know. I know carpet is cheap, but I think we need to really get this house together. This we're getting rid of. Yeah, so alright guys, good night. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll try my best to be more present. Good night guys.